Ever wonder what Fallout combined with Vampire Survivors would look like? No? Well, in that case. The whole mod could be considered a beta, because as far as the story is concerned, it's all done. Now, I'll just add little things to make more content around it. And not all the characters are fully voiced yet, but most of them will be voiced by real people, and only about 3 will have an AI voice. Now, I will show you the real gameplay with my commentary and explain a few things and mechanics as I go along. So, this is the part where I will show you the actual gameplay loop that is in this mod, in the simulation you will enter. We need to talk to Keeper. She will give you like the simple objectives that you need to follow to escape the simulation. But that's not what I'm going to talk about, because I'm going to talk about the features and mechanics that I've like added to this whole area and quest. So, you might have noticed that we don't have any items once we enter the simulation. Don't worry, those items are not deleted, they are just outside from the pod in a chest. Once you finish this quest, you can freely take it. You can set up your weapons and armor, or your starter gear, basically. So, at the beginning, you don't really have too many choices to what to set up. So, either you can have the jumpsuit, or you can have the radiation suit. You can find more armor sets as you continue the quest. The same applies for the weapons. There are more variations of the weapons, and it's basically the automatic version of 10mm pistol, the submachine version, and I've added a new laser pistol, which is also automatic, so you can get that too. There's also this rescue player mechanic that will work only in the simulation. And it basically checks the player's health, and depending on the percentage you will set up here, Keeper will teleport you back to the camp and reset the waves and everything, and you will also lose all your items except for the caps and your starter gear. I also added souls, which are I've noticed that in Vampire Survivors, or even in Halls of Torment, there are multiple characters you can play as, so I try to replicate this idea into Fallout in a form of perks that are called souls here. You can only have one of them, and all of these give you different stats, and some of them even have like debuff effects to, you know, just balance things out. So I'll pick Soldier, because that gives us plus 50% damage to all of our guns. And since our first gun is 10mm pistol, then that's going to do much more damage. Now, this mod is, I mean, it's not stable, but it's not unstable, so you can't play it. Before we go to that location, which are the labs, here in the trailer there's this radio which you can talk to and set up your settings and change them. You can turn off the rescue player mechanic, you can turn on autosaves, or you can turn autosaves after every round, so I will do that just in case. The story of this mod is basically that you need to collect 4 cards for the Keeper, so she can access the program which you are stuck in. And these cards are like admin password. So, and there were 4 characters before you that were looking for those passwords, and now they are stuck in their worlds. So we will go to Harlan's lab, which is third character you can pick up. Also, it's not linear. You can rescue whoever you want. Just be careful about the locations you choose to visit, because the enemies in there might be a bit strong for you. Now I will just show you how this works. So now we have the first wave coming. These are just protectrons. These are okay. After each kill you will get some ammo if you have the right soul for it. So if you have a soul that is focusing on ranged weapons, then you will get 25 rounds from every enemy you kill. And if you don't have it, then you will get only 5 rounds. If there are like the last 3 enemies that are left alive, they will highlight themselves, so it's easier for you to find them, since some of the enemies can be really hard to find if they blend in with the level and just disappear. In every match you will get some rewards after every 5th round, and it can be armor or weapon or a legendary item. Legendary items are my custom items that I've added. They are not really like visually original or like custom, but they have some special mechanics that just spice up the gameplay. You can also find upgrades for the NPCs. This is a 3D printer upgrade for the scientist. This is useful only at the end of the mod. So once you beat it and you want to continue exploring this mod afterwards, and maybe you want to bring your weapons from your real world, like from the Mojave, then the 3D printer allows that for you to do that. And it also works the other way, so you can take your things from the simulation to the real world. It might be a bit broken, but I think, like, for the sake of fun, it's okay. That's basically what the whole mod is. It's just about fun, right? So there's a lot of weird things, lot of stuff, and it's also like the first time I've been working with the GECK extension, which are like the multiple plugins that add new scripts to the game, which you can use. So that was pretty fun. That was pretty fun for the first project. For this. Yeah, so these are the rewards. You will get this tutorial message. There are also tutorial messages, so that will help you like organize things and know what you are doing. So we've got combat armor. That's going to be pretty useful. I think I might add to the starter gear the... Yeah, that's a little problem with this. Okay, let me find a weapon here, but this is a thing I need to get fixed. So I will probably add like some repair kits to your starter gear also. Or maybe I could just add a melee weapon. Yeah, that's probably what I should do. There's like no starter gear weapon that's melee, so I need to add that. And there goes the rescue. So that went pretty smoothly. No crashes, no nothing. So I was good. But we didn't rescue Harlan, so let's just reload our save. we've got our last item. And it's T51B power armor. And I can use that. So, if you don't have the perk, then don't worry. There's going to be an NPC that will teach you that ability. So, power armor training. Is it called like that? Yeah. Ooh, nice. Yeah, and that's the boss over there. He's pretty tough, but not as much. You can do quite a lot of damage, as you can see. And he's dead. And now, since we have the password, you can start this terminal and start teleportation, connecting atoms. And there's our scientist. He doesn't have a voice yet, so that's another thing I will work on. And after that, he will go to your camp and set up his own little tent. So, let's go out. So every NPC, once you rescue them, they will build their own site or a tent. Some of them can use the blueprints you will find. So Harlan manages the 3D printer, so you can give him that. You can ask about the location bosses or even the area. You can trade. I've also added a new consumable, which is the hardening cream. Yes, it sounds bad, and that's because it's supposed to be bad. But it has a really good buff for 5 minutes, which will give you the damage threshold plus 5. You can even ask him about the hardening cream, but I will leave that conversation to you once it has the dubbing done. Scientist's card. Now we need only 3 more, and yeah, that's about it. Of this one. Maybe there's more. Maybe there's a final boss. Maybe there are even ending slides and few wild wasteland encounters here. Or not even encounters, just funny things. So, thank you for watching. This was Fallout Survivors. It's almost done. As I said, there's only left the voice acting, and I think I might add some few weapons, items, something. So thank you for watching. Have a nice day and see ya.